Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Don't forget, if you like this video, oh my god, look how many people are here. Click on the like button and subscribe, please. Alright, so this is actually part of the issue I want to look at today. I wasn't really thinking about the fact that there was so many people here, but this is still part of it. I hadn't noticed it earlier. I just sort of forgot. There we go. First thing I want to do, well, let's do this backwards. The second thing I'd like to do is I'm thinking we have got some sort of a nice setup here. We've got this branch line here with 2 cities on it. We've got this branch line here with 2 cities on it. Right now I'm calling it the main corridor. We've got these 2 cities that are not connected. This doesn't even have freight yet here at Joliet. So we need to get those connected. But this up here almost forms a loop. So that's what I'm thinking I want to do. I'm going to turn this into a loop. We'll use the San Bernardino line as the clockwise loop and use the Chula Vista line as the counterclockwise loop. And that way we'll have traffic going around this primary loop up here in the northeast, and then we'll have 3 branch lines off coming south out of it. I think that'll work out really well because this is where a lot of our big cities are. I think our biggest city actually is St. Paul right here. No, it's San Bernardino. But St. Paul is one of the biggest cities too, and so is Chula Vista. So I want to do that. But before we get into that today, I think it's time to get some air travel going. So I think because San Bernardino is our biggest city, and St. Paul is our 3rd biggest city. Chula Vista is the 2nd. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an airline going between these 2 locations. And here, yeah, well, it's a little busy with railroad tracks everywhere. We got a bit of a space there, but it's pretty tight. Same here. We've got a big open space here, but it's too far away. But the top of this hill looks very inviting. You're going to chop off the whole top of a hill? Yeah. Doesn't sound like fun? No, it sounds expensive. Well, at least it'll be an easy place to land planes, Growler. All right, so... yeah, let's just do this right here. Actually, you know what? Maybe first things first. Flatten it. No. Well, we'll come back to flattening it. Maybe first things first we should do... here is extend this street. So if we extend this street going down this way, and let's keep it flat. No, we don't want it in a tunnel. That seems like we're cutting too much off. Let's do the airport first. Okay, I'm going to line this airport up with our train station here, so we sort of keep them together. And let's just put the airport. Let's try right there and see how that looks. That's pretty good. Now I am going to flatten off the airport. Come on. Go. There we go. So we'll keep the top of this mountain or hill, whatever. We'll keep the whole thing flat. It'll be like a mesa. Yeah, mesa. Thank you, Growler. Growler's being helpful for a change. I'm seriously frightened. Let's flatten that out there. I'm not sure how I'm going to get down the hill here, but we'll see. Actually, you know what? Before we do anything else, let's get rid of some trees here because we certainly don't want the airplanes running into the trees. And we'll get rid of some right here where our road is going to be too. That way I can see what I'm doing. We can always replant the trees. Oh, so now you're replanting a whole forest. Well, we can't just leave the forest decimated, Growler. That actually, I almost got that perfect. Almost when I counts and hand grenades and horseshoes. I think you said that backwards, but well done you, Growler. All right, let's smooth this down a bit here. We don't need a cliff all the way around. We'll have a nice hill all the way around. All right, cool. Now, let's use... So what do we got for passenger stations today? So I'm not sure if this is a passenger station or not. I like it. It's a toll booth is what it is. But I'm not sure if you can run passengers through there. And even if you can, I'm betting it doesn't have much of a capacity for passengers. But I still at one point would like to figure out what that does. Let's use this one. Actually, you know what? Let's... Don't people need to be able to get to that? I suppose technically we should leave this here as hangar access. What about putting it over here? That creates an awful hill. That creates a very awful hill. All right, let's do this, Growler. I'm going to take this back off. Take all this back off. Let's go ahead and just grab the one that we usually use. Except... Yeah, that's what I want. We'll do that. And then we'll have... That'll give us a nice loop. And the street still comes all the way here. In fact, we can even extend it just a little bit. The street still comes here for reasons. I guess they put the street in for us. I didn't do that. Okay. Let's smooth that back out. Yeah, that's all good. We can put a few trees back in around it. Let's get a bit of a smaller brush there. And we can have trees along here. Doesn't matter if we have trees over on that side. The airplane should not be over there. Okay, now where is our... Well, this is our central station right here for trains. I'm betting it will not let me put anything in here. All right, hang on here. Let's pause this. That was a big business district you just destroyed. It'll grow back. I'll take all this out. Can we update this? Because this seriously is out of date. New large. Yes, we can switch it to new large. Can I put... That's on the wrong side. No. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So we got everything out of the way. That fixed it. Let's go to 1920s style. And that should be good. We shouldn't need to do anything else. Now we can just... This here. Go from here to here. No, you need to be on the loop. 3. There we go. You're on the loop. And let's make this sort of a sky blue. And this is San Bernardino Airport. San Bernardino train station. San Bernardino airport shuttle. Actually, you know what? It's not an airport at this point. It's an airfield. Or how about this? Aerodrome. Just a name you don't hear in the U.S. anymore. They used to use it, but... All right, cool. Now we'll just find my vehicle shed right there. And let's put... Oh, we got some new buses. Let's put 2 buses on here for right now. Aerodrome shuttle. Okay. And do we need to upgrade? Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade our mass transit line. These are still in good shape, but since we're doing stuff here, we might as well upgrade that too. All right, so that one's all set. Now, let's come down here. Let's do this. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try it. So let's get passenger buildings. I'll go ahead and put a large one here too. Oh, we didn't have a... Oh, we're putting new ones in. We didn't have new ones before. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, you're going to do something stupid now, aren't you? It's not going to be stupid, Growl. Actually, we do sort of need to expand this a bit. Okay, and then we'll put that there. There. Okay, that works. Let's do this. I am going to take all of this out. You just love destroying things. Indeed I do, Growler. Indeed I do. Especially if we're going to do something cool with it. So let's go on up to here. Let's find the edge of this. Oh, nope, nope, nope. We have to do some smoothing. Flattening, I mean. Of course we do. You have to flatten quite so much. Yeah. We got to make sure that we've got the area clear for us to do stuff with. You just took out trees you didn't need to. Actually, all these trees are going to go. We can put a few back right here if it makes you feel better, Growler. How's that? Growler's not pleased. You're never pleased. Okay, I think that's good. You're going to have to go further. Sorry, guys, your home's going to go. No. Reconnect this. Then we can get rid of this, and you can rebuild your home. See? See, we're being helpful. And we're not going to come out of there, so... Let's go ahead here. I'm going to widen this all the way up to here. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Look how much it's grown up here. We seriously need to do some expansion of our public transit. Oh, dear. It's an interesting shape there. And this is our freight. We don't want to mess with that, really. Let's come off from here and go all the way up to here. Actually, you know what? Let's use a curve because I don't think the straight's going to work there. There. That, actually, I think I may have messed myself up doing that. Let's try doing this part first. Straight. We'll come off from here. We'll connect to this. There we go. Now we can take that off and then use this. Except, of course, you know what? We'll just do this. Connect it to there. Okay, so there, we widen that street. Well, we can leave these others wide just because we're not going to use them for public transit. Doesn't mean we need to turn them back to narrow. That is a very goofy little spot you got there. Indeed it is. I think I'm going to need to go back further so we can make this something of a gentle hill. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Oh, nope, we can't do that. That's in the way. Okay. Well, let's not then. Go right there, and then we'll come all the way up to here. So this is going to be earth. Okay. And then we'll take this. Oh, this might not work unless I take this train station out and put it back. We'll see, though. This, large new, none, both, 1920s. Okay, let's... Well, wanted to... Oh, it's snapping to this up here. Yeah, it doesn't like it because of the train. Let's see. Can I take these buildings out and then put them back after I have this in? We'll just see if this works. Okay. Now we'll put this in. There. I love when you put something down in the autosave. It's there for a moment, but as soon as you switch to do something else, it just vanishes. Now can we go ahead and put these back in? No. Okay. I'm just going to take the station out and flip it around and then put it back. I don't know if it's going to let me do this exactly this way. We're going to use large, 240. I'm going to switch just to high speed. We do not want catenary. Now, can I just snap this in place? Will it work? No. It's going to be very fussy. Okay, finally we have this in place now. Now let's go ahead and get our airport. And let's put the... Oh, it's hitting the tracks. Let's do this. I do sort of want it down here as far as I can. Because planes coming in are going to have to be able to clear this hill. All right, then let's do this. So we're going to just come in, delete all of those. We'll put the main part of it right there, right across from the train station, right connected to that. That's passenger car. Why does the cargo terminal look nicer than the passenger terminal? We'll put the passenger terminal right there, and we'll put the hangar. Let's put the hangar down here out of the way. There. You know, when you want to upgrade this to an airport, I know it's not going to work. It will never fit here. We'll figure something out when the time comes. We've got the airport all set up. We can actually even put a few trees in here to make Growler happy. There we go. Trees, trees everywhere. Feel better, Growler? Not really, but whatever. There. Trees everywhere except here. We do not want trees at the end of the runway. Want to make sure the runway's nice and clear. Actually, we didn't need to clear it quite this far because there's no runway over there. All right, that's taken care of. Let's smooth this out. Smooth this out. Smooth this out. Let's set up the airline first, and then I will fix the public transit. Where are we going? Right here. San Bernardino to St. Paul Air Service. Cool. And ooh, what do we got here? We want passenger planes first off. Oh well, the big red one disappeared. Okay, so we've got the junkers, which can carry 3 people, and this one can carry 5. It's faster, so yeah, this is definitely the one. Let's put 4 planes on here for now. This is probably just going to do nothing but cost us money, but let's change the color. Let's make it that blue. Okay, so now we need to fix our... Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Just reconnect that street. There we go. And we might as well just get rid of all of these, because we are no doubt not going to have anything there. Okay. So now, buildings, passenger. Here we go, passenger stop. Really doesn't matter what side we put it on now. Maybe now's a good time to, put one going each direction. Might be a good idea, Growler. You could be correct with that. Actually, can I run this across here? It does not like it at all. What if I make it a little taller? No. All right, I'll forget that. All right. It's going to be hard to measure distance here. Let's put a stop right here. It's sort of a dumb place to have it, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, put it on both sides so Growler can have his 2-way here. And then we're going to come down here. Boy, this is quite a mess here. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Since we really don't need one down there anyways, we're going to put this one a little bit further up. Then we can put this one here. Then we can skip all of that mess and put one here. And then let's put one right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. And I think that's good. Let's get our old line here. And we'll change this to public transit clockwise. We get the line. We're going to remove everything. We'll go. That was an uneven gap there. Okay. And then we'll create a new one. Here. And this will be the St. Paul Public Transit counterclockwise. Let's just do CC. Okay, how many do we have on the old one? And let's upgrade them. And we've got 12. So let's go ahead and find our garage here. Is this it? Yeah. And we'll put 12 on the other one too. St. Paul. Here it is. Counterclockwise. otherwise. Now we can start all this going. Let's watch our airplane zip out of here. And we'll... Actually, let's jump on this one. Not the last one. Take the next to last. And we'll just fly along with him. What does the interior look like in this little thing? They're like wicker chairs. It's hilarious. What did the pilot... Oh, wow. Wow. It's like the pilot doesn't even have a cockpit. He's just looking out to this little gap between the wing and the fuselage. You can't see anything. This is like the most dangerous airplane in the world when it comes to the pilot's ability to do anything at all. So are you going to just zip on by? Nope, you're going to actually stop and try to pick people up. But there's no one here. The door on the side opens. That's sort of cool. Nope, didn't get much of a chance to look at that.
You know you're running this at high speed.
Yeah, I know, because I want to get there sometime this week. And not only is it going almost the full length of the map, Growler, these planes are very slow. And when we get to the jet age, we're going to be doing like 8 times the speed of one of these things. Whoa. Yeah, I hope they fix... I don't know what it is with the cameras on this. There's a mod. I don't think I have it, but I saw it the other day that gives a whole bunch of different camera angles and stuff that you can swap between. I'm going to have to look into that, see if that's a little better. Everything else is fine with, but with the airplanes, it's terrible because it just zips so quickly. Well, it's not too bad. There's Salt Lake City.
Well, it's just a square map.
Oh, that's right. So it's not the super long distance that it was on our other maps. There's our super long passenger train bridge. That's so close. Why on earth do you want to come so close to that stupid... let's slow this down to normal. Wait, there we go. I think we're at normal speed now. Why would you, come down so low over that hill? That was a bit terrifying. All right. Well, we made our first trip. I'm not going to stay on it now. Somebody wants some new stuff. Oh, we got Volvos available now. Bunch of Volvos. All right, cool. So this one has a shuttle service. The other one, we were able to just connect it all together.
You could have done that here, too.
Well, yes, if I had eliminated the hill entirely, Growler.
Oh, yeah. It's rather surprised you didn't, though. You like flattening stuff.
Well, I thought it'd be pretty cool to have the airport on top of a hill. Just me. I thought it was an interesting idea. I love the way the air surfaces on these planes actually function. It's really interesting that they went to that much detail, but so I'm sitting here watching it, and you can see the rudder. So there's the ailerons moving. We saw the elevator. There's the rudder moving. It's just really cool that they went to that much detail. And the same thing when it landed. I saw the door open on the side. All right, guys, that's going to be it, though. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I enjoyed getting these early airplanes in. Normally, I don't do airplanes until much later because I consider them absolutely useless. They just are a money sink. You don't make any money off from them. But, it's something interesting to add in, and I love doing the Hilltop Airport. I thought that was a fun thing to do. But that's going to be it for today. Next video, we will work on the loop idea, and I have some ideas on what I want to do there. But that's it for today. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to tickle that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.